We've been waiting more than a decade for a sequel to The Incredibles, but we won't have to wait much longer. Speaking with Collider, director Brad Bird revealed that the sequel to his 2004 animated superhero movie will be his next project now that he's finished his action-adventure film, Tomorrowland. Bird says that he's already begun thinking about new ideas for the story and characters and adds that he plans to recycle old ideas that he couldn't fit into the original movie. Disney and Pixar officially announced that an Incredibles sequel was on the way last year, much to the delight of fans everywhere, including this one. We'll keep you up to date with the latest on the film. In the meantime, Brad Bird's Tomorrowland hits theaters next week.
You want to go?
The next Avengers movie will be the biggest superhero film ever made. Avengers Infinity War Parts 1 and 2 will be shot entirely with IMAX cameras, making them the first Hollywood movies to be shot from start to finish in the jumbo-sized format. Although many other films have shot in IMAX for select sequences, no scripted movie has ever used them to shoot everything because they're bigger, louder, and more expensive to use. Infinity War won't have the same problems. Director Joe and Anthony Russo will be using a next-generation IMAX camera designed specifically for Hollywood productions, so they'll be more filmmaker-friendly. The Russo brothers will have some practice, too, because they plan to shoot portions of their next film, Captain America: Civil War, with the same IMAX cameras. They'll need all the screen space they can get because Civil War will feature Cap, along with Iron Man, Ant-Man, Falcon, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Vision, War Machine, and Scarlet Witch, and probably Spider-Man as well. They might as well call it an Avengers movie.
How are you guys planning on beating them? Together.
A super heroic rundown. Who else but Marissa Roberto could help me distill all of this information? Avengers is coming back as a huge, ginormous sequel, and they obviously don't want to squander that opportunity. They're shooting everything on IMAX. What do you think about that?
Yeah, well, first I think that I shouldn't have worn a DC superhero shirt for this discussion.
It's all right.
It's okay. That's fine. I really am not bothered by any of this stuff. I know you notice it when we're sitting in the theaters, when you're watching it at home, but I don't.
Yeah, in terms of aspect ratio? I think what really this means is for people that go to IMAX to see some of these movies, they're going to see the entirety of the film, both films, in pristine condition. They're not shooting it in 3D, which is kind of strange. They're just using a traditional 2D IMAX camera. But these things are bigger and bulkier and louder and more complex to shoot with. So I kind of understand why they wanted to go 2D, and I guess they'll upconvert to 3D.
Yeah, which is cheating.
A little bit, yeah, but did you see Avatar on IMAX by any chance?
I did.
Yeah, because the fidelity is just incredible when you're talking about blowing these things up to these massive pixels.
Yes.
I can't wait to see all of these.
It is beautiful.
The cast is so enormous for the Avengers. I'll be surprised if the Incredibles aren't also included in the Avengers. But Brad Bird is moving on to more Incredibles. I love this movie. It's up there as one of my favorite Pixar films. I loved all of the different characters, and I can't wait to see what they do with this.
Well, it's a really good movie, number one. But number two, you're falling in love with characters that are human.
Yeah, and it's a great family story as well, right?
It's so great to watch with your family, with little kids, just young and old, perfectly done. And of course, I'm a big fan of Brad Bird, so I'm really excited about this.
And he's moving on to it right away, so there's no more waiting for this thing. It surprises me that there's been sequels to Cars and other types of movies that Pixar has done that really didn't deserve them, I feel. No,
you're right about that.
And this should have been a series, This could have been a really cool superhero series, but Disney owns all of these superheroes, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to visit Disney World in the next few years.
And when are we going to get the Big Hero 6 Incredibles mashup?
Okay, let's just relax.
Okay, all right. All right, well, we will relax as we try to go behind the scenes and relax with Mad Max Fury Road.
The Rundown is brought to you by EB Games.